Oh no, we got a tire failure. Alright guys, so today is Tuesday. I've yet to be able to go over and show y'all the major breakdown that we have, but I got to get it showed to y'all today because it is leaving tomorrow. Y'all see we're at the new site. It's actually like, I'm not sure what time it is, but it's still early in the morning. It's about 9 o'clock or so. Dad come and got the rotator motor put on Mickey's loader last night, or yesterday evening. We actually passed him out there on the road as we were coming in, or going out. He was coming in. So we got the rotator motor fixed on this loader. What else do we have? Matt is over there at the other job site still loading trucks. They're not going to get all that wood picked up today. We A, simply don't have enough quota, and B, don't have enough trucks to accomplish that today. So what we're fixing to do here is, you see how Mickey's out here by this road. We're going to start piling this wood till he gets uncomfortable with how high his pile is right here. And then we're going to stick him on out in the set some more. And I'm going to open all this up some more with rubber tire that we went over there and got a minute ago. And we will just continue building this pile like a big wood yard pile. We'll just pile wood all the way out through there. So if y'all have seen those jobs in like Canada and Maine where they pile their wood like with the road this way, we're going to do essentially the same thing, just we're going to pile our wood going out that way because we have to keep using our delimber out there, and we can't put our delimber beside the road and keep walking our loader, you know, just say we started like here and then walk our loader back that way, because we'd have so much trash and everything out here in the road and my company would probably fire me. So that's what we're doing, is we're just building a big wood pile here. We're going to spread it out across there. I'm fixing to go get on the other cutter behind me and go help Brady. He's walking across this really fast. I think, like I told y'all in yesterday's video, I think we had a couple days cutting here, 25, 30 loads maybe, somewhere in there. He's almost got, y'all can see kind of the lightness back there. Everywhere you see that's light. That's a big old bug. I don't know if y'all saw that thing or not. Them will bite you. Anyway, that lightness is behind me over there. He's got that thin, and he's got a little patch where it's dark right there in between us and the lightness on the other side. He's got the little patch right there, and I'm fixing to go cut in this patch back here behind us. So that's what we got going on. We're finally getting in the rhythm where things are drying up to where we can start rolling like what we need to. And this will be the first time I've had a crew in place like this that I can do this. This is how we usually work when we get everything lined out. We get good skidder operators, cutter operators, loader operators. This will be the first time I'm in this position since we've had my job in business that I can do this. I have the opportunity to do this. So that's what we're doing. We're hopefully by the time we get all this piled up, or most of it, over half of it piled up, there'll be a truck, or the trucks start coming over here. They'll be ready to start hauling from here. And then by the time we get this track cut out, we'll have another big pile here. We'll pull this loader out. We'll go across the road to do the first thing that I have. We'll put the old loader in this set and load this wood pile out. We'll use that old loader to keep the wood piles loaded out from behind us. So that's how we've always done it on our big job. I've never had the opportunity to do that on my job. So y'all are fixing to start seeing a different way that I like to work versus being trucks right on top of us all the time, blah, 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 blah. Rain coming Wednesday. I just checked I don't really look at weather apps. I go off of the forecast models, and the forecast models are only showing a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch. So 1/4 to a 1/2 inch is not gonna hurt this year. So hopefully they're wrong again and we get like nothing like what we've been getting. But if they're right and we do get their 1/4 to 1/2, it's not gonna hurt us. So, and when we get done here, we got that gravy stand of wood up the road. We're gonna go jump on and knock it out. And then we got another cleanup track we're gonna go get on. We may accidentally leave that track and go get the cleanup track next if the weather looks to be holding well for us. I want to get some of these cleanups done because like this one here is a couple years old. But anyway, y'all hang out. We're not going to be able to ride on anything today unless my wife comes through for me and brings my Pelican case with the memory cards, because dummy me left the memory cards at home again today. So y'all gonna get ground shots like this, and I think I have enough internal storage with the drone. I can get y'all some drone shots after a while, I'm not sure. So y'all may just get to watch from the phone today, guys. Anyway, y'all sit tight. I'm always gonna do my best to get y'all something good, and we'll be back in a minute. Alright, so real quick before I go get on the cutter, I wanted to show y'all kind of where we're at. Actually, let me flip this map upside down, and this will give y'all a better idea of what we got going on here. Alright, so right here where my finger is, y'all see this right there? Y'all see that little hole right there? That's our set. Alright, I done cut all this back here a couple of years ago whenever I was in here. And I come around, I got somewhere about where the tip of my finger is complete. So all this back here is done. But there was a second thinning set back here, and looked to be like they crossed that SMZ right there, and they brought this patch across that SMZ. But this crew, this is another track that whenever a few years ago they were, I guess, trying some new contractors. These people screwed this up. Oh my God. The rows are not planted the best to begin with. And you can't really tell it, but right there in the middle of your screen, at the tip of my finger there, there's like a hole in the timber. It's not necessarily a hole, it's like a wet flat spot. I'm trying to hold this map up against the side of, see, I'm trying to like hold it up against the side of the truck and show y'all. So if the camera goes crazy, I apologize. But anyway, right there is like a hole. It's like a big wet flat. And then about right here, you can see that too. See how there's pine, you see how there's like, how the timber looks one way here, and then on the map it's a different looking way here. That's like bigger hardwoods and stuff standing out there. And you see where they didn't thin any of this down here. They ain't punched no down rows through that. And I said, I've done took care of all this down here, but all this wasn't thinned at all whenever I come in here and done that. So we're going to have to figure out how to go around all these loop-de-loops and all these swirly swirls that they got cut out here. What this is right here, this yellow line, all this is all the same contract, kind of. But where this yellow line is, that's a landowner change. It's Hancock owned timber, I guess is what you'd say, but they're investors. This is what separates it. So all this I have to cut and put on a different contract, and then all of this I have to put on a different contract. But anyway, we got to figure out all these swirly swirls that they got cut and how I need to efficiently straighten their mess up to get it back to my set that's here. And we're going to figure out how to get this point all the way back up here. It's going to be a long skid. And if you come over here with me, see this little green and black dotted line? That's my road going in there. This over here is a big old creek right there. We're cutting right on this, we're getting real close to a big creek. But all this little young plantation looking right here inside these black lines, that's my first thinning that I have across the road. But I've done got every bit of this right here that I just ran my finger over, all but this little corner. See what's got that little draw or whatever you want to call that running across there, that little canal looking thing. I got everything up to that canal cut, so I have just that little bitty point right there, and then this little bitty sliver right here, and then a little sliver right here. As most all of this back here has done been cut, that little bit wider spot. I think it was 26 acres total, every bit of this, and I done pulled 17 loads off of it. So there's roughly, you know, I'm gonna guess 9 more loads come off of it, 8 maybe. But there's a lot of this down in here. It's not going to be merchantable. I'm not going to be able to get every bit of this because it goes up against this big hardwood SMZ. So anyway, there's a boring layout of what I'm planning to do later, or to complete this track, however you want to word it. We'll be back. I guess one thing about filming with the phone is I can use this ultra wide mode deal that I've got since I got an iPhone 11. I think it's 11. I don't know. It's the one that makes everything just look really big, and y'all can see a whole bunch of stuff going on at once. Alright, so what we're doing, look at the sky. Ain't that weird looking? All these little bitty clouds all around. I mean, just one big cloud all by itself right there. Such a lonely little cloud. Anyway, what we're doing, we are, you see, big, well, ain't really a big wood pile. That's probably 2 loads right here. God knows what's in this pile. There's probably 5 or so right here. He's piled as much as he can here, because you see how high it's getting. Once you get that high, that's above the cab of the loader, and you can't really, you can't see what you're doing anymore up there. So you go to crossing wood up, making a mess and everything like that. He could probably put a little bit more right here, but you go much higher than this, and this wants to start rolling down. And he can't go any wider this way, because then Michael can't jackknife and drop his wood in there where it needs to be dropped. So Michael is fixing to pull him. He's pulling out the tongue, and he's going to pull him ahead. And they're going to continue extending this pile out, I guess. I'm not sure, I haven't asked, but just if I was doing it, and I'm sure he's going to do it the same way, I'd extend this pile out, and they're going to extend that pile over there out at the same time. He's not going to pick his feet all the way up, just enough to get off the ground. Get over here where y'all can watch a little bit better. See Michael going to grab. That gives you a reference as to how high that pile is. It's over cab high. Michael just going to ease him ahead. Mickey's probably going to stop just about where that trash pile is. Yep. So trucking. Trucks are done with quota today. Each truck's got 5 loads. Yay, we done 10 trucked. And there's still 2 to 4 loads in the pile over there. They're going to go back and they're going to get their jack up load for tomorrow, and there's still going to be probably 2 loads, 1 for sure, possibly 2 in the pile. So now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go get on my rubber tire, and I'm going to have to cut all this out, and I'm going to have to notch that out up there, so Michael has room to come in here and turn up in here and then back the wood up to Mickey and then make his loop back out. So this is how you make big wood piles and stay ahead of your trucks. Ain't that right? Huh? God only knows.
Unicorn milk and rainbows.
Unicorn milk and rainbows. I was gonna say Budweiser and Bald Eagles, but
no, I like unicorn milk.
Okay, he likes unicorn milk and rainbows. So, we'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to tell y'all this here. I'm going to try and fly the drone over this and show y'all what we got here. When I tell y'all this is a nightmare, oh my God, this is a nightmare place to work. Whoever done the first thing, and I know who done it. I'm not going to name no names. Whew. They should just go ahead and just let this stand until it's time to clear cut it, and just skip the second thinning. Just clear cut it whenever they think it's time to be clear cut, because sweet baby Jesus, this is a nightmare. I almost forgot to get this drone shot for you. And honestly, it doesn't look that like what it is in the woods. I mean, it's bad. There she goes. She come back. We lost signal there for a second. But anyway, like you see out right in the middle of your screen, see with different color green. That's a hardwood patch. And then they got this over here is going to be pretty simple once I get to it. I just accidentally cut a row backwards through this. But this will show y'all kind of what I already worked in here last year. You see all this right here, kind of right in the middle of your screen. All that we done. That's that set down there I was telling y'all I'm done. That little on there strip that runs back up through there, that's all done. And we're actually working back here. I say back here. To be perfectly honest, I'm kind of lost right now trying to see where I'm at. Okay, no, right there, right in the middle of your screen. That's that little patch of crooked rows I showed y'all this morning on the map. All that across that SMZ to where those two stands that they tie together right there in the middle of your screen. That stand on the other side, that's a separate track. That's not us. But you come back down and you can see how they got rows running out of 45. You got rows running straight up and down in your screen. You got rows running, like I said, in that little pocket over there at a 45. Then you got these rows over here that you can see they go and then they just like stop, they dead end. There's little patches all throughout this that ain't been cut. Y'all, when I say nightmare, I mean straight nightmare. Let's see if we can get y'all back here and look at this pocket we done this morning. I'm not sure if it's gonna let me get y'all high enough to actually show y'all. But all this back here in this corner, like, went in a circle. I'm gonna fly y'all over this way a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Y'all can see. I'm sorry for it being so jittery. Drone's going crazy. Anyway, y'all can see all that mess back up in there. It like went in a circle. And then these two little small patches right there in the middle of the screen, I don't know if we're gonna get those or not. We're going to try and cross that SMZ. They may just tell me to leave that alone. But you can see where it comes up here around the loader, and it makes loops and switchbacks. And the hardest thing about this is whoever first ended it, or when it got first ended, however you want to label it, they didn't finish it. So y'all see, like right there in the middle of your screen between the road and that hardwood patch, there's all these little patches that they hadn't been through. And we're having to find those little patches and down row through them and thin them, which is, the wood that's coming out of them isn't that bad. But trying to figure out how they got some of these little patches left in places, it's probably one of the worst tracks I've ever got to
Clean up.
Yeah, clean up behind somebody. But we gonna get it. We gonna get it. So y'all sit tight. I'm gonna bring the drone down. Y'all see Michael in the Deere in the set. Y'all look at that big old pile of wood. I honestly don't know if we've had that big of a pile of wood since we've been doing the YouTube channel. The only time I can remember that we've had a pile even remotely close to this was that time we was in Leesville. If y'all remember, for those of you who's been with the channel for a long time, I piled up a whole day ahead of trucks, and we run like 20 loads at one day. But there's probably 10 loads in this pile now. Between both sides, there's probably three. Yeah, there's probably 3 loads in the little pile there, and there's probably 7 loads 7 or 8 loads probably in that big pile there. And there's still 2 loads, a load for sure, maybe a second one at the old spot still to be got. And yeah, so Mickey's getting diesel, Michael's going to get one more drag, and we're wrapping today up. So bring y'all over here to me. Y'all come here. See, I'm hiding in the shade. I got y'all on sport mode, so it takes, y'all go like really fast. Anyway, y'all just going to listen to the buzzing. Oh, never mind. We're going to back up a little bit. We're too close to the tree. Anyway, pretty good day again. Hey, hold still, drone. Got a lot piled up. That's really cool. We're getting way ahead of the trucks like that, like I told y'all this morning. So long as we keep things rolling like we're going, y'all going to see us start working in a different method than what y'all have seen. This is how we work our big job. We get big wood piles ahead, and we just keep the processing crew ahead, and then we leave 1 or 2 guys behind with the old loader and the old skidder doing whatever, you know, loading trucks and getting all that cleaned up. So it's easier when everybody's on the same set. Uh-oh, we blowed our tire out. Dang, I wanted to have the... No, go tell him to get a drag. Tell him to get a drag. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Drag it out. Get a drag. Oh no, we got a tire failure. Anyway, I was hoping to have the camera on whenever it done that, but it didn't blow up. It just started going tss. So anyway, this is why we pile up wood ahead, guys, to get for an incident like that. But anyway, we'll yeah, he got flat. I know. I talked. No, we can. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt nothing to do what we gotta do with it flat.
I don't like putting them pressure on them dudes like this.
It ain't gonna hurt it. We just get it a whole day on one.
Inside tire blew up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard on them, man.
Nah.
How long has it been bad?
A long time. But anyway, guys, y'all go like the video, subscribe to the channel, and y'all gonna get to watching something getting taken apart now tomorrow. Oh, we gotta go find what's tore up. Yeah, we gotta go find what's tore up. Y'all hang out. We're gonna go find what's tore up, and then I'm gonna show y'all after this. But y'all go like everything and subscribe for me and all that good stuff. Hi, y'all just thought the video was over. So Tim wants to brag on his cornbread. It's a little bit darker than Tim's, but Tim, this is what that's what real cornbread looks like, man. Come over here to Louisiana and get you some real food.